Hi, this is Mayor Ken Shetter. I'm proud to report to you that the state of our city is strong and our future is bright. There are standard services that all cities should provide. When you turn on the water, you expect to be able to fill up your glass. When you call 911, you expect for trained professionals to arrive. And when you get in your car, you expect paved roads that will get you safely from point A to point B. But our city has never stopped at providing only what is necessary. We are a community that is constantly looking for ways to do better, ways to enhance safety, convenience, and quality of life. We are looking for ways to make our children's futures brighter through education and enrichment. We look for ways to help our residents gain the knowledge and skills they need to ensure success for families and a robust workforce for local businesses. We endeavor to create inviting public spaces. In other words, along the way, we decided being a good city wasn't good enough. We decided to be a great city. 2018 was a remarkable year, and we are continuing to blaze new paths in how local government can make our city a great place to live and a great place to do business. Now, every mayor will tell you that their city is great, but I'm here to share with you how our city is excelling and how we are working to make sure Burleson is a great place for you to do business and a great place for residents of all ages.
Every city wants to be a safe place to call home, but in Burleson we take that to another level. In 2018, the police department received its 10th accreditation from the Commission on Accreditation for Law Enforcement Agencies. The department was approved with an excellent rating, the highest rating given. Burleson PD has been accredited since 1987, and they were the first police department in Texas to become accredited. The Burleson Police Department's Guardian program provides the family members of our residents with special needs peace of mind during times of crisis by providing first responders with critical information when their family members may not be able to communicate due to a diagnosed cognitive disorder. Our fire department's ISO rating of 1 places it in the top 1% of communities in the entire United States in fire protection. However, that's not what defines our city's fire department. In 2018, the department launched the Burleson Drowning Prevention Coalition with a goal to end childhood drownings in Burleson. This group provided over 1,000 free drowning prevention lessons to children in our community this year. Firefighters taught free CPR to parents and certified every City of Burleson employee in CPR, putting over 400 trained individuals into our community.
When it comes to public safety, we can never rest. We must continue to innovate. You may recall that last year, Burleson became the first city in America to make it unlawful to commit unjustified violence in the presence of your child, recognizing the irreparable harm done to children when they are exposed to violence in the home. In 2018, Burleson patrol officers reported 68 violations of the new ordinance, all involving family violence. These cases not only represent opportunities to hold offenders accountable, more importantly, they represent opportunities to get children exposed to trauma the help they need. We are hoping to be a model for the state of Texas. There's currently a bill on file in the State House which would make it illegal to commit family violence in front of a child anywhere in the state of Texas. And our newest state senator is going to carry that legislation forward in the Texas Senate. If this bill becomes law, lives will be changed all over the state of Texas. In 2018, Burleson once again led the way in protecting families with an innovative new policy. Near-death strangulation is a chillingly common part of intimate partner violence. Not only are women who are strangled 750% more likely to ultimately be killed by their abuser, they also face potential life-threatening medical issues that are unrecognizable to anyone but a medical professional. That is why Burleson passed the first in the nation strangulation protocol ordinance, which creates a multidisciplinary task force, creates training requirements for first responders, and requires that EMS is called to the scene anytime strangulation is reported or suspected. The ordinance is working. For the first 9 months of 2018 that the ordinance was in effect, 43 incidents of impeding breath were indicated in police reports, representing more than a 100% annual increase considering the previous 3-year average. This doesn't mean there are more incidents of domestic violence occurring in the city. It means our officers are doing a better job than ever of identifying incidents of strangulation. Victims are getting the medical help they need, and more than ever, we are holding perpetrators of violent crime appropriately responsible. Because of the ordinance, many family violence assaults that would have in previous years been identified as misdemeanor simple assaults are now correctly identified as aggravated assaults. We saw a 42% increase in aggravated assaults in 2018. This is a rare example of an increase in a particular crime being an encouraging statistic. Speaking of crime statistics, this past year we continued a general decade-long trend of seeing a reduction in crime, with a 12% decrease in overall Part 1 offenses. Still, we have room for improvement, with violent crimes increasing by a total of 32 incidents. Fortunately, there's a silver lining in that figure as well, with more than half of the increase being attributable to more effective enforcement under the new strangulation ordinance. Our fire department is constantly working on community risk reduction and making our community safer. This year, they hosted their inaugural Super Safety Saturday, where families could come and get information on everything from bike safety to fire safety. In October, the Economic Development Corporation partnered with the Drowning Prevention Coalition and celebrated Burleson all day as part of the Burleson Block Party in Old Town. Burleson residents and businesses raised enough money to give 500 children in our community drowning prevention lessons. I don't know of another municipality who provides this type of service. And we continue to reach out. During the Red Cross smoke detector campaign in November, the Fire Marshal's Office, working with more than 25 volunteers, installed 160 smoke detectors in Burleson homes. 2018 also saw the opening of the city's new municipal court building, which marks the first time in the city's history we have had a dedicated courtroom. In the past, the city has leased space or utilized the city council chambers to hold court. No longer will citizens, after court appearances, have to travel to another building to make a payment. Now, everything can be done in one location, which will make the process much more customer-friendly. Perhaps most importantly, the new facility finally reflects the important role of municipal court in city government. Continuing to find ways to improve customer service in our growing population is of the utmost importance. Our population has more than doubled since 2000. That growth requires those of us in city government to work even harder to listen to our residents and continuously seek new and innovative ways to address their needs.
In 2018, the city approved 50 final and minor plats and issued 246 residential building permits with an average value of $272,000, which is a 5.7% increase over last year's average value of $257,000. As more residents are moving into our community, we work hard to gather public input on issues that are important to their daily lives. This year, the city conducted citywide public engagement to hear what residents wanted to see in their trash and recycling services. And we gathered information on how the city can serve our residents through parks and trails, which will be included in the upcoming Park Master Plan update. Speaking of parks, residents and visitors can look forward to a disc golf course at Bailey Lake, a new gazebo at Centennial Park, and new trails along with trail improvement in 2019. Improvements are also occurring at the library. New carpet was installed this year, and currently a remodel of the checkout desk area will better serve patrons' needs. The library continues to serve our community literacy and development needs. They become a family-placed library, which means it is a center for early childhood information, parent education, emergent literacy, socialization, and family support. Serving the entire family is exactly why the Be Healthy initiative was created. This program is another example of the unique ways Burleson cares for its community. Be Healthy is dedicated to the education, promotion, participation, and growth of healthy lifestyles and choices for all of our residents. Be Healthy will soon be launching the Be Healthy Burleson Certification Program that will encourage the entire community to implement healthy practices. Restaurants, schools, businesses, and grocery stores can all become certified. Be Healthy is also assisting new parents with the Burleson Babies program, which welcomes the city's newest residents and provides resources and support to new families.
Cities only become great when a culture of service and professionalism permeates the entire city staff. Annually for the last 20 years, our finance department has received the Distinguished Budget Presentation Award, the Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting, and the Award for Outstanding Achievement in Popular Annual Financial Reporting, making our city's finance department one of the leaders in the entire state of Texas. The city's Marketing and Communications Department took home 5 state awards for excellence in municipal communications. And our Economic Development Corporation, led by Alex Phillips, was honored as one of the top 50 EDCs in North America. This is no surprise to us, considering the hundreds of millions of dollars in value that have been created in Burleson over just the past few years, and also considering the development of the first of its kind Burleson Works program.
Burleson Works, a one-of-a-kind program that pairs Burleson residents with local companies that have positions to fill and then provide the resident with the technical training needed to step into that role, was launched in 2018. The program received the Texas Economic Development Council Award for Workforce Development Excellence and was awarded the Pillar of Education from Hill College. The groundbreaking Burleson Works is a program of another innovative Burleson initiative, the Burleson Opportunity Fund. No other community is working to promise every kindergartner in their community that they will be able to attend college if they want to. But that is exactly what the Opportunity Fund does. In the 12 years of the program's existence, the fund has provided scholarships for 1,138 students. Young people also have the chance to serve the city on the Mayor's Youth Council. Founded in 2008, the 25-member council is tasked with identifying key community issues that face Burleson youth. Youth representatives also serve as voting members on all city boards such as the Animal Shelter Advisory Committee, the Library Board, Park Board, and Planning and Zoning Commission. Bringing our youth into decisions that affect their future is another way Burleson stands out.
Providing educational opportunities to our youth and residents to prepare them for the workforce is only the beginning of what we hope to accomplish. We want our residents to be able to live and work in our community. We've made great strides in bringing high-quality jobs and commercial development to the city.
The city's High Point Business Park continues to see new businesses moving in, like Golden State Foods, who broke ground in 2018. Golden State Foods manufacturing will create 150 new jobs in our city and build a state-of-the-art building projected to exceed $70 million. 2018 saw the opening of High Point Business Park East when McLean Classic Foods broke ground on their 150,000 square foot facility. Expanding the choices for our residents to shop and dine, the city continues to be a magnet for both regional and national chains. The popular Heart 8 Barbecue began construction this year and will open their smokers in 2019. Rio Bravo, The Rim, Rio Mambo, and Home Goods all opened in 2018. The second phase of Old Town Station announced they will welcome Old South Pancake House and Fish City Grill. Burleson will also break ground on Mayor Vera Calvin Plaza in 2019. The plaza will serve as a focal point for our already thriving Old Town by giving our community a place to gather together to celebrate holidays, parades, concerts, and more. The plaza will be the community's outdoor living space. Future citizens will see the plaza as one of the generation's most significant contributions to Burleson.
As more residential and commercial development comes to Burleson, it is imperative that we continue to improve the mobility of our residents. That's why I have asked the North Central Texas Council of Governments to work with us to develop a pilot project bringing commuter rail service to Burleson along the existing BNSF rail line. Even as we look to bring new modes of transportation to our community, we're also working to improve old-fashioned modes of travel, whether that is by automobile, bicycle, or foot.
The city installed a pedestrian crossing on Summercrest near the Brick and will become a pedestrian crossing on Renfro to assist walkability in Old Town District. To assist in making Renfro more pedestrian friendly, the street will soon be getting medians from Johnson Avenue to I-35. Additional parking lots are under construction in Old Town currently, and the city is getting closer to quiet zones for the Old Town Railroad crossings. For the first time, the city categorized all the city streets using technology. This spring, the Public Works Department employed the Data Transfer Solutions pavement assessment van that rated all of our roads and allows staff to collect pavement condition data and form a maintenance plan for our streets for years to come. Other infrastructure projects headed our way include the widening of McAllister Road from Burleson city limits to McAllister Road. This project should wrap up this spring. Projects that will start in 2019 include Safe Routes to School project on Irene Street and Gardens to Johnson, multiple neighborhood street rehabilitation projects, additional traffic signals on Hidden Creek Parkway to prepare for new traffic patterns as BISD's new middle school opens, and a right turn only lane on Renfro Street at the intersection of Wilshire Boulevard and Owlsbury.
Of course, being a great city requires the able leadership of a great city manager. As many of you know, City Manager Dale Cheatham will be retiring soon. Dale has provided steady, consistent, honorable leadership for the city of Burleson. He has successfully distilled and shepherded the vision of 7 strong-willed, sometimes hard-headed individuals. He has been a strong leader who has also had the wisdom to empower a talented staff to do their jobs. He is among the steadiest, most honorable and trustworthy individuals with whom I've ever had the privilege to work. This city is an immeasurably better place because of his service. Building a great city isn't just my goal. It is the goal of every member of our city council. Burleson has always been blessed with council members who are focused on doing what's right for the city as a whole. Even when we disagree, it is because we have different ideas about how to achieve the same ultimate goal. Our disagreements have nothing to do with personal advancement and are never about partisanship or party affiliation. In Stuart Gillespie, Rick Green, Dan McClendon, Ronnie Johnson, Todd Hulsey, and Catherine Redding, I'm proud to have partners I can always trust to act with the intent to do right by Burleson, and who I know without a doubt are listening to the citizens of this community. And I know for sure that my colleagues and I are better positioned and more qualified to cast a vision for this community than our state government officials. This year, once again, there's an effort to erode local control. Too many of those we elect to meet our state's many challenges are wasting their time trying to run our counties, cities, and school districts. Texas is a big, diverse state with diverse communities. What's right for Burleson may not be right for Dallas or El Paso. I trust you to hold my fellow council members and me accountable. Our state leaders should trust you too. Please let your state officials know you want them to focus on state business and lead the local governance to all of us. Finally, in conclusion, my greatest desire as mayor is for Burleson to be the place where you belong, the place you choose to work, live, and raise your family, the place where you choose to retire. We want to be the place where you develop skills, earn your first paycheck, and the place you build your career. We want to be the place you celebrate milestone birthdays with family and friends, the place where you unwind, the place where you recharge. I hope Burleson is the place where you find things and public spaces you love, the place you love, and the place where you are loved.
In a world where too many seek to define communities by those who should be excluded, let us be a community where there is a place for all who abide by the law and seek to contribute. To the CEO, the entrepreneur, and those who make a living providing the services that enhance our quality of life. To the young and old, to the married and single, to the student, those at the beginning of their career and the retired, to the teacher, the firefighter, the police officer, and the disabled vet, let us say, there is a place for you here. Burleson is not just a place to live or work. Burleson is a place to belong.
Thank you. May God bless you, and may God bless the great city of Burleson.